Let's focus on the three indexes of central tendency. Or you could say the three kinds of averages of a data set. For any one of these kinds of average is meant to be an answer to the question, where do the data center? It is a measure of the central location of the data set. From these three measures, we can find a single score that represents a whole group of individual scores. The measures of central tendency are mean, median, and mode. The mean equals the sum of all values divided by the total number of values. The median is the middle value when the data are arranged in order. Last is mode, which is the most common value. I will explain each one in more detail. The mean is the first measure of central location, which is the arithmetic average. The mean formula adds all the scores in the distribution and divides them by the number of the score. The sample mean is defined by X bar and the population mean by mu. We have to know every score in the distribution is important to mention it. Also, we don't need to organize the data in order if we want to know the mean. And finally, it is affected by extreme scores. In this example, a random sample of 17s reported playing video games 5, 3, 2, 5, 6, 1, 4 hours. What is the sample mean? Here I will do the mean calculation for this example. First, we will add all the hours together. 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 6 plus 1 plus 4, which equal 26. Then divide them by 7, which is the number of the total scores, so the mean here is the 3.7 hours. The second measure is the median. It is middle score in a distribution. We don't use any samples for it. When determining the median, the scores need to be put in order. So we have two considerations in the median. First, if the set of the sample data is an odd number, the median will be the middle measurement. But if the sample data is an even number, the median will be the sum of the two middle numbers divided by 2. The mode is the easiest measure for tendency. In a set of sample data, the mode is the most frequently occurring value. There are no samples for it, so when we look at these numbers, we can see the mode is 6. Some distributions have more than one mode, so you will report them. In this example, the mode is 6 and 9. Here are examples of the shapes of the distributions. We can see negatively skewed, normal or no skewed, and positively skewed. The normal shape represents perfectly symmetrical distribution. Here we see the big picture of how we fit the scales of measurement with the measures of central tendency. And as you see in the scales of interval and ratio, if the shape of the distribution is symmetrical, you will use all three central tendency indexes.